The 40s were an understandably tough time for Americans. There had been, to put it lightly, some economic struggles, only a teensy-weensy little skirmish in the Hawaiian Islands, and due to these very small events, Americans on the western seaboard were absolutely terrified at the idea of a Japanese invasion. This fear only intensified as Japan started doing a little trolling with the shelling of Elwood, where submarines pulled up, shot artillery shells, took 30% of fathers, and left. In LA, the scene was an understandably tense one, leading to heavy fortification. Surely, a bunch of overstressed young dudes trusted in a civilian setting with heavy firepower could not go wrong, right? On February 24, 1942, Naval Intelligence warned the top brass of an incoming attack on California within 10 hours. Tom Cruise did not exist yet to do absurd stunts, stop the bad guy, and be part of an evil cult that harms thousands, so they just hunkered down and fortified LA. You're probably thinking this is the part where the Japanese fly in. Wrong. Instead, nothing happens on the 24th. 2:25 a.m., February 25th, 1942, a mere 2 hours after the 24th, so I can be pretentious and go on about how nothing happened on the 24th. An alarm is raised. Thousands of air wardens spring into action. A total blackout is called over LA County. At 3:16 a.m., the first shots would be fired at an unknown enemy, as vague and hard to track as the father of a teenage pregnancy. Hellfire itself was unleashed. 1,400 shells fired, a barrage to turn anything that ever was into Swiss cheese. After this volley, you'd expect the enemy to be all over the streets of LA. You'd be wrong. Like a blind old man trying to give a facial to the prostitute who silently left 20 minutes ago, the armed forces hit absolutely nothing. So what the hell happened here? Well, further context. The military says all of this was inspired by the sighting of a weather balloon, and for the first time ever, this kind of reply makes sense. The enemy was only vaguely sighted. Most people didn't see anything. The enemy let loose no attacks, and not one enemy was shot down. It was a complete phantom enemy. Now to the two theories of what happened here. Theory 1. A phantom enemy. If we don't down the enemy after 1,400 rounds, they make no attack and hardly any soldiers spot them, something is clearly wrong. Occam's razor dictates that the easiest answer tends to be the right one. And if there is no enemy, maybe there just was no enemy. Paranoia ran amok here, and with soldiers not knowing from where or when or even if the Japanese would make a move, a real-life sort of Damocles, of course they would be jumpy and trigger-happy. This follows the majority of witness reports and logic. Theory 2. Alien invasion. That's right, shove vibrating anal beads up your ass to receive chess moves against Magnus Carlsen, lobotomize yourself to stop the gay agenda, and put the tinfoil condom on to protect your cock from the shadow demons. Theory 2 proposes that aliens attacked LA mid-World War II. Why? Yes. Proof? No. Any logic beyond a dozen people claiming to see lights? No. I don't even understand why ufologists take this seriously. When the US Navy out and says that UFOs are a thing, but like, hey guys, we know as much about them as an incel knows about the clit, you clearly have some basis and respect for what could be out there. You can build a respectable scientific community. But when you circle jerk a downright absurd and clearly not UFO-related incident as an alien attack, well, you just kinda look dumb. Now, of course, this is coming from the guy who, in his studies of many mysteries, online, offline, true crime, not true crime, yet to be, agrees with the absurd explanation if it has potential logic. But this is just a silly goof up by the army. You get a bunch of guys up with guns, you get them up there in the middle of the night, and you keep them up. Eventually, they're gonna screw up and see something. And no, newspaper clippings cannot prove that wrong. Aliens attacked LA! Sensationalism and clickbait has been a thing since time immemorial. No, aliens did not attack LA. At least I'm pretty sure they didn't. If you disagree, there's plenty of videos that agree with you out there. This is just mine. Speaking of my video, this is the end of it. So you've been watching an Iceberg Explained video. This is part of the 1000 Mysteries Iceberg. unsolved specifically. The unsolved mystery here is what really happened at the Battle of LA. I really think it was just the army being silly and goofy. But hey, who knows? Maybe the truth is out there. If you liked the video, go ahead, like, comment. If you're not already, subscribe. If you disliked the video, go ahead, dislike, leave a hate comment. If you haven't already, unsubscribe. Just do this stuff and the things that lets the YouTube algorithm know I'm here, please. And now, massive thanks to you for making it to the end of this video. And huge thanks to my, at the time of recording, 7 patrons. That's AJ, That's Insane Henry, David Height, Sumi, Saki, Virgo Jade, and Vaughn57. It is with your guys' help that I am able to, pay for gas and live. Because you need to pay to do that. God bless America. Thank you again for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead, subscribe. Just thanks for being here. Have a great time. And until next time, Memento Mori.